Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Now today, I'm going to be counting down my top 5 favorite persistent perks in Black Ops 2. Now, if you guys don't know what persistent perks are, they basically are perks that you can obtain, I guess you would call it like a mini Easter egg in the maps to obtain the actual perk. Oh, well you can't obtain the actual perk, but you can obtain this like little effect that you normally would not have in zombies by doing something special that's in the map. Now the only maps that you can obtain this on will be Transit, Die Rise, and Buried. You cannot obtain in the survival maps or Origins or Mob of the Dead. Only those 3 maps I named. But anyway guys, without further ado, let me start counting down the top 5 favorite persistent perks in Black Ops 2 Zombies. Coming in at number 5, we got the persistent perk, metal barriers, or stronger barriers, whatever you want to call it. Now, to earn this perk, you have to rebuild approximately 50 to 75 regular barriers in one game. And this has to be after round 10. You cannot earn this before round 10. So after round 10, you gotta rebuild approximately 75 barriers, and you have to rebuild it. It can't be rebuilt by using Carpenter. You have to actually physically go up and press your use button to rebuild the barrier. And what these do is it will take about double the amount of time that the normal barriers will break off. So it'll take double the amount of time to break off than the regular barriers will. Now, to lose this perk, you have to not rebuild a barrier in one round. So you have to go an entire round without rebuilding a single barrier. And that is how you lose it. Now, what makes this so good is if you're camping somewhere, like Die Rise. Let's say you're camping on the rooftop of Die Rise, and you're camping over there where the nav card table is, and there's a barrier back there. If you get the metal barriers, then whenever they go up to the window, you'll have like about 30 to 45 seconds whenever they make it to the window to turn around and kill them before they come in after you, as opposed to about 15 to 20 seconds, or the less. I think it's like 10 seconds to get rid of an entire barrier. But it'll take a few seconds more before they'll come in than it will if you have the regular barrier. So this is a good perk to have if you're camping somewhere on a map. And that's why number 5 deserves to be the stronger barriers or the metal barriers. Coming in at number 4, we got the persistent perk PhD Flopper. Now, this perk is only found in the map Buried. You cannot get this on Die Rise or Transit. Now, in order to get this, you have to take fall damage, enough to get like the red indicator, then you know that you're taking damage. You have to get that about 5 to 10 times right off the bat, or like one after the other, 5 or 10 times, and you'll get PhD Flopper. Now, what this does is it protects you against the ray gun. It acts just like the regular PhD Flopper. Protects you against the ray gun, protects you against any explosive weapons. You can dive to prone, and it'll create a mini nuke around you. But the only thing this does not protect you from is if you hold a grenade in your hand, enough so it can blow up, it will not protect you from that. The regular PhD will protect you if you cook a grenade in your hand, but this will not. So keep that in mind. You cannot hold a grenade and let go of it, or you cannot hold a grenade and let it explode in your hand, or you will die even with the persistent perk PhD. Now, in order to lose this perk, you have to take fall damage, like any kind of fall damage without dolphin diving. So once you get this persistent perk PhD, if you take fall damage about 2 to 3 times without dolphin diving, you will lose this persistent perk. Now, what makes this perk so good is, well, if you guys don't know, PhD is not found on any Black Ops 2 map except for Origins, and Origins is completely useless. Now, since this perk is only found in Buried, what makes it good is if you have, like, you can get Mustang and Sally's and the ray gun, and you'll be able to use it without taking any fall damage if you're camping. Since Buried is a map mainly for camping, this perk will, or this specific perk will come in handy. If you're camping, you can use the ray gun and Mustang Sally without making yourself go down. Now, the reason why this is not high up on the list is because of the way to lose it. It is so freaking easy to lose it. Like, sometimes I'll have it, and I will even try to lose it, and I'll just automatically lose it by failing to dolphin dive. Because I never dolphin dive whenever I jump out of a window. But whenever you have this perk, if you do not dolphin dive out a window, you will lose it. So it's so easy to lose, but it's still a good persistent perk whenever you have it. You just gotta be careful not to lose it. And that's why number 4 spot deserves to be the persistent perk PhD Flopper. Coming in at number 3, we got the persistent perk Desert Daiquiri. Now, how to earn this perk is you have to get several collateral headshots, which is just multiple headshot kills with one bullet. You gotta get about 3 to 5 of those in a row, and you should get this perk. Now, I said should because sometimes it seems like you need less of them, and then other times it seems like you need more of them. Just keep on getting collateral headshot kills, and you should finally get this perk. Now, you can get this perk in all the maps that I mentioned, which is Transit, Die Rise, and Buried. The only one that you cannot get on all the other maps but Buried is the PhD. But you can get this on all the maps, and what this does is it increases your headshot damage whenever you aim to the head. So just like the regular Pug Desert Daiquiri, it will give you increased headshot damage whenever you aim to the head. But unlike the actual Pug, it does not aim to the head. Like whenever you play on consoles, his PC does not have aim assist. It doesn't do this anyway. But on console with the regular perk Desert Daiquiri, whenever you aim down sights, it will aim to the head. With this specific perk, it will not aim to the head. You will still have to aim physically to the head. So it does not do it for you. But you will know you have this because whenever you shoot a zombie, no matter where you shoot him, the head, the body, the neck, the leg, wherever, his head will pop off even though you just shoot him in the head. That's how you could tell you have this persistent perk. So on round 1 is a good thing to try and see if you have it by just shooting them a couple times in the leg, and if his head pops off, that means you got it. If it doesn't, that means you do not got it. But to lose this perk, you have to get about 25 to 75 zombies in a row without a headshot. Now, what makes this perk so good is it is about as good as double tap basically. It's like a free double tap to the head. Because every time you aim to the head with like a PDW or A94 or something like that, it would do so much damage. It would do like twice as normal damage they would normally do. So if the map you're playing on does not have Desert Daiquiri, this is the next best thing. And since Desert Daiquiri is only found in Mob of the Dead and Origins, two of the maps that the persistent perks do not get on, then you sadly cannot have the persistent perk and Desert Daiquiri combined. It just won't happen. It says, like I say, it's only found on Mob of the Dead and Origins, and you cannot get the persistent perks on those maps. But that's why Desert Daiquiri deserves to be number 3 spot on this list. Coming in at number 2, we got the persistent perk Juggernog, which is basically just increased health. Now, how to obtain this is you have to get downed 3 times in a row without quick revive, which ends the game after that, or if you're playing on Buried, you can get this perk by completing round 1 in the spawn room and then getting downed by the zombies still in the spawn room. So, this does carry on to other maps, so what I recommend to get this is to go to Die Rise, kill yourself with the grenade 3 times right off the bat. You'll have to restart the game 3 different times, but that's how you obtain it. Now what this does is, instead of getting hit 2 times without Juggernog, you will now get hit 4 times without Juggernog. So you could take 4 hits and then you'll go down after the 4th hit. Now this effect does stack with Juggernog, and once you have Juggernog and this persistent perk, you'll take about 6 to 7 hits before you go down. Now, to lose this perk, you just gotta get to round 15. Once you get to round 15, at the start of round 15, you will lose this perk, but you will not lose the effect until you go down. So before round 15, if you happen to go down, you will still have, and you have quick revive, you will still have the persisted perk. But if you go down after round 15, you will not have the persisted perk anymore. But you will hear the sound that you lost it at the beginning of round 15. But until you go down, you will still have the effect. So after round 15, if you have it with down, you will still go down 6 hits with Jug and this persistent perk. Now, what makes this so useful is, well, really you don't even have to buy Jug. If you have this persistent perk, since Jug without this persistent perk is 5 hits and this makes it 4 hits, it'll be just like you have Jug except one extra hit or one less hit. And what makes this so good is you don't even have to worry about spending 2,500 for Juggernog unless you plan on going past round 15 and plan on going down. Then you'll lose this perk. But that's why I feel Juggernog, the persistent perk, which I don't even know if you can call it Juggernog. I just like to do it, and the zombies community does. But that's why that deserves to be number 2 slot in this list. And now, the moment you guys have been waiting for, the number 1 best persistent perk in Black Ops 2 will have to go to the Tombstone persistent perk. Now, what this perk, or how to obtain this perk, is you gotta buy 4 perks before round 4. So any 4 perks would do, you just have to buy them before round 4. Now, what this does is it allows you, whenever you go down, it allows you to get back up with all your persistent or with all your regular perks except for quick revive. Now, if you're playing on solo and you have quick revive and you have this persistent tombstone perk and you go down, you'll get back up, you'll lose quick revive, but you'll keep all your other perks. So you'll keep Jug, double tap, all those perks, but you'll lose quick revive. Now, if you're playing on co-op, it's a little bit different. If you're playing on co-op and you go down, you will always lose quick revive first. So the first perk you will lose will be quick revive. But if you happen to go down again without quick revive and a teammate picks you up, you'll lose a perk that you last bought. So if you bought like double tap first and Jug last, you'll lose Jug last. Okay, if you don't have quick revive and you get picked up, you lose Jug, and then you lose your next perk, and so on and so forth. And then you'll lose double tap as the final one that you'll have. It's a bit hard to explain, but you guys should know what I'm talking about. You'll lose your last obtained perk that you bought. Now, to um, if a teammate revives you with the Pack-a-Punch ballistic knife, you will lose all your perks. However, so like if you go down, you have this persistent tombstone, and somebody comes and revives you with the Pack-a-Punch ballistic knife, you will still lose all your perks, but you will still have the persistent perk tombstone. So you will lose the effect of the perk, but you will have to buy all your perks again if somebody revives you. So if you have this perk and you're playing co-op, then you gotta hope they revive you regularly instead of with the Pack-a-Punch ballistic knife. Now, the thing about this is nobody really knows how you lose this perk. I've had this perk ever since it was known in the zombies community, which was like after Buried came out for the Xbox. People started knowing about this perk. I've had that since then, and I don't know how to lose it. I've had it. I've went down loads of times. I've not buy, not bought perks a bunch of times. I just don't know how to lose it. I don't think anybody really knows how to lose it. So I don't know if you can lose it or not. But if you guys can, be sure to let me know down below. That'll really help me out. And I'll probably put an annotation if I don't forget on how you actually lose this perk. But for the time being, nobody really knows how you lose this perk. And because of the effects, keeping all the perks, it makes this the best persistent perk in Black Ops 2 ever. Now, there is a couple perks I left off, which would be like the half off, the double points, the extra sniping points with a sniper. I left off a few of them. Now, so it's your guys' type. to go ahead and tell me down below what your top 5 favorite persistent books is. Maybe you got the same list. Like I said, there's not too many persistent books, but I did leave off like 5 to 6 books. So maybe you know of another book that I did put on this list that you think is amazing. Be sure to write down below what is your favorite persistent book. Do you agree with this list? Do you not agree with this list? Let me know all that. Let me know if there's any top 5s you want me to do. You guys have been showing so much support on this top 5s recently. I love doing them. There's a lot of topics I can discuss. Got a lot of lists that um I got a lot wrote down that I would do in the near future, but let me know if there's any top 5s you want to see, and let me know your top 5 favorite persistent books. I'm out here, guys. Peace out.